Hello everybody, this is Baka Zombie and we're back with another Pokemon VGC video. We're using the same Torterra team that we did last time, but there is a bit of an update as we go into the Great Ball tier on the ladder. You can kind of see him wandering around right above me here. We have actually swapped out Fluttermane for Raging Bolt, the tall neck himself. Oh, buddy. So yeah, we have a Raging Bolt here. We'll kind of go over his set in just a moment here, but oh, hi Kyogre. There's also changes to Kyogre. So there was a few things that I thought might shore up the team a little bit that I wanted to try out this episode. I haven't tested the team with the Raging Bolt or the changes, minor changes to Kyogre yet, but I'm hoping they give the boost this team needs. So I did drop Fluttermane for the Raging Bolt. Oh, he's eating me! I've been eating. But yeah, let's look at this set quick for the Raging Bolt. So for as far as the Raging Bolt goes, I did get the set off of Pikalytics. So it's more of a bulky build with the Assault Vest. Really high HP investment with a little bit in special defense and defense. It has only 12 points invested into speed, which is kind of meant to outspeed other Raging Bolts that are already trying to speed creep Raging Bolts. So like when you try to speed creep a Pokemon that is the same Pokemon, yeah, like like in this example, if you're using a Raging Bolt and you want to outspeed other Raging Bolts, you usually put 4 points of speed in or point 4 IV points into speed, because then you are 1 point higher against uninvested Raging Bolts. Sometimes what I like to do, I think I did this with my Incineroar too. I usually do. I put enough points in to make it 1 point higher than that speed creep. So I think it's base 75 or 65 speed for Raging Bolts. So most Raging Bolts will be sitting at 75 when they're uninvested. A lot of people like to invest so that they're at 76. I'm at 77, baby. So we out here speed creeping. Because we're Assault Vest, we can only have attacking moves. So we have Thunderclap, which is a priority. Electric type move. Draco Meteor, really strong. Dragon type move that does decrease our stats. So it's kind of just a kill button that we're hoping not have to use all the time. Volt Switch to kind of swap in and out. We have the Parting Shot and Incineroar, and then we can Volt Switch as well with the Raging Bolt to kind of get back in and out, and it also resets our stats if we have to Draco Meteor. And then it has an Electro Web just for a little bit of speed control and to have a spread move. This does mean we don't have Thunderbolt, which isn't my favorite thing in the world. I also thought of doing a Calm Mind set, so we might end up changing this Roaring Moon, but I want to see how this does. A Roaring Moon, sorry, Raging Bolt. So I want to see how this does first. I mentioned Kyogre got changed. I did end up switching out Orchard Pulse for Water Spout. It is still the Stellar Terra typing. I don't have enough to change it back to water. Enough Water Terra shards, so I might have to farm those. But I mean, our first Water Spout is still going to be incredibly strong. So it's not going to be the end of the world that we don't have it. And yeah, obviously the rest of the team is the same. So we're going to get on the ladder here, see how these changes affect this team, and see if we can't get out a Great Ball here. All right, we have our opponent here. It looks like they're running kind of a Trick Room mix team. We've got the, what are you called again? Chen Pao. I keep trying to say Roaring Moon for everything. It's Blood Moon Ursaluna, Incineroar, Whimsicott, Farigiraf, and the Zamazenta. So Zamazentas do carry Wide Guard, so if they lead with the Zamazenta, it wouldn't be great if we wanted to lead Kyogre. I almost wonder if I just go Raging Bolt. But the Farigiraf could be a problem. Torterra's not the worst thing in the world here. Yeah, I'm gonna go Torterra. I think that's a good lead here. A Kyogre in the back and Tornadus or Raging Bolt. Or Incineroar, even. I'm going to have Incineroar in the back. We don't have a ton of speed control here, but if my opponent ends up going Trick Room, we're actually kind of Gucci gang. The Whimsicott mode of this team might not be great for us. We shall see. Oh, they got the little shiny Whimsicott in the corner. Doesn't make me feel good. We got the Fergaraf and the Ursaluna, so this is... Oh, I could have... I could have so... I could have water spouted the hell out of this team. I mean, it's fine, because the Ursaluna is still weak to our Bullet Seed, so I'm just going to Bullet Seed this Ursaluna here. I'm going to Helping Hand it. He might just protect it, which would be safe for him, but... The Ursaluna is going to Terra here. Probably Terra normal Ursaluna, and then they're just going to Hyper Voice turn 1. A very interesting lead on both our sides. Oh, we're just both Helping Handing each other. Okay. Torterra, you think you can get this kill, bud? This Hyper Voice is... Why does Ursaluna outspeed Torterra? What's happening? Torterra, why are you so goddamn slow, man? Okay, I mean, we're not going to kill because it's not ground type anymore. But, like, my Torterra isn't negative speed. Why is it getting outsped by this Ursaluna? This Ursaluna should be slower naturally, I would think. Okay, so we just miss out on the knockout on the Ursaluna. That's really sad. What's going on, Torterra? What? That's baffling that Ursaluna outsped us. I mean, honestly, this is kind of fine. I'm gonna Wide Guard Icy Wind here. Yep, they're just gonna do it again. This is fine. So, as long as he Hyper Voices and we hit the Icy Wind on the Ursaluna, we should be good. There we go. I wonder if they just caught an Ursaluna that had a good speed. We kill Ursaluna with that, and it slows down the Fergaraf. I have to look up Ursaluna's speed. That's insane. I thought Ursaluna was just going to be slower naturally. See. Is there the Blood Moon version here? There we go. Incineroar's gonna come in. This is fine. I'm just gonna full swap out the Kyogre here. I think the Fergaraf's gonna go for a Tricker. I'm gonna follow me with the Clefairy just in case. So Ursaluna's base speed is 52 as a Blood Moon Ursaluna. It doesn't fake out. Just goes for Flare Blitz. In the rain, Clefairy takes it. Terra is naturally faster than Ursaluna, so that Ursaluna just like has speed investment for no reason. That's so weird. Okay, well, that's fine. So, luckily, I used Follow Me there, because I thought for sure there was a fake-out Trick Room coming, but that did not happen. I'm going to bring out the Torterra, just because I don't want to waste my Intimidate for whatever's in the back. But this is going to be a full power Water Spout, too, so I'm not super worried about what my opponent can do here. Then we'll headlong into the Fergaraf. Okay, they're just going to stay in and take the water spout. It's just going to double KO. This is why we run water spout, gang. This is why we run water spout. This is such a weird game because neither of us went for Tailwind and my opponent didn't Trick Room. But we did end up having some sort of speed control in the end with the Icy Wind. I don't think it truly didn't matter. Because we knocked out their Ursaluna. Then my opponent brings in the Zombazenta as the last Pokemon, which is going to have to take... I'm going to Stellar Terra here, just get the extra damage on the Water Spout, and then we headlong rush into this thing. This thing can't KO both these Pokemon, and I have Incineroar in the back, so... I think at best it can KO the Torterra. Yeah, I do hit the Stellar. Hit the Stellar. I'm going to see if I can get a good screenshot of my Kyogre here. It would be nice to have for a thumbnail, you know? That's probably bad. Okay, the Zombazenta does outspeed and knocks out the Torterra, but that's fine. It's going to take a full power Water Spout here. Single target, full power, Stellar Terra, Mystic Water boosted in the rain. Get that thing out of here, bud. That's an easy first win here. It was a little scary when that Ursaluna outsped us. Again, I don't know why it did. My Torterra is neutral speed, so naturally it's going to outspeed the Ursaluna. And typically when you're running Ursalunas, you're not investing in speed. I guess, I don't know, maybe people are running speed on Ursaluna. Let me know if you know in the comment section below, because that doesn't make sense to me, because usually you're running them under Trick Room because they are so slow. So I don't know why you'd invest. Maybe he's got enough to outspeed other Ursalunas? We'll see. But we're going to get another battle here. I'm gonna do better at trying to cut in between so that videos aren't as long. And I can bring the most high quality battles to you guys. But I'm already yapping, so let's get to the next one. Our next opponent has been found, and we see an opposing Raging Bolt as well as a Fluttermane, a Gastrodon, which is going to try and counter our Kyogre. They also have the Urshifu, the Incineroar, and the ever-frightening Shadow Rider Calyrex. A lot of ghosts, which would have been nice to have a Fluttermane, but here we are with Raging Bolt. If that's a Surging Strikes Urshifu, then our Raging Bolt goes wild. I don't know that it would be, because I have a Gastrodon, which would redirect their own Surging Strikes into itself. But Torterra goes crazy here, actually. Outside the Incineroar, Torterra would be really nice. I'm just going to Tornadus Kyogre here. Torterra in the back. Incineroar? Or Raging Bolt? I think having Raging Bolt late game would be actually really nice for that Thunderclap. So, we're going to bring Raging Bolt for the first time. Let's see how it does. I'm hoping well. I'm hoping my Fluttermane swap out is justified. I will also say, running an Assault Vest Raging Bolt means only our Kyogre has Protect. So, like, this team just kind of has to be aggro. We do see the Incineroar Raging Bolt. Okay, that's not perfect for us here. But I can Tailwind, and instead of just effing around with like Protect and stuff, I just swap the Torterra into the into the Kyogre spot. But I think we get a Fake Out into either the Kyogre or the Tornadus. It doesn't matter which one, because it doesn't affect any battle flow here. And then the Raging Bolt probably goes to Thunderclap into the Kyogre, right? We do see a Terra. And the Raging Bolt. It is Terra Electric, which is good for Torterra here. Okay. Who's getting the Fake Out? It was the Kyogre slot, and then Thunderclap? No Thunderclap. Is it just full-on Thunderbolt to try and KO here? Tailwind. Electro Web. Alright. Doesn't affect the Torterra. This is probably just going to kill the Tornadus, which honestly isn't the worst thing in the world. Oh, wow, that doesn't kill the Tornadus. That's kind of insane. Could Bleak Wind. What is in the back for my opponent? Could be Fluttermane, could be Gastro, could be Urshifu, or the Calyrex. I think I just go for Bleak Wind. I know it's resisted by the Big Boy. Do I just Headlong Big Boy? I think he's going to try and keep it safe, so I'm just going to Earthquake here. Yep. The swap out from the Raging Bolt. That's why we didn't want to... That's why we didn't want to just bash our head into it. Use the Bleak Wind, do some chip damage to both of these. And then the Earthquake. Hit both. Incineroar goes down. Perfect. That's what we needed. So, my opponent does not bring Raging Bolt back in. Like 100% of the time. I'm pretty sure. Unless it was like choice specs and now he thinks you're going to get away with like a Draco Meteor. Which he possibly can because I don't have Clefairy in the back. No, the Calyrex comes in. Okay. I would really like to be able to Bullet Seed this Gastrodon. I could almost just Earthquake the Gastrodon. But what I can actually do, I'm going to Bleak Wind and then Wide Guard. Yeah, just straight Wide Guard. Okay. I could have Bullet Seeded that Gastrodon, man. Okay, they both protect. They want to see what I do. So I show the Wide Guard now. Honestly, if like I wasn't going to predict that they were both going to protect. I thought for sure that the Calyrex was going to Astral Barrage. My opponent double protects both stall out a turn of Tailwind and to kind of see what I'm trying to do. Now that he sees that I'm Wide Guarding, does he predict me to Wide Guard again and not Barrage? Or does he expect me to go after this Gastrodon now? I could honestly Headlong Rush this Calyrex. I think I'm going to. Yeah. I just want to get rid of this Calyrex. The Gastrodon honestly isn't an issue for me anymore. So an Icy Wind, a little bit of chip damage, and drops the speed of the Calyrex. I don't think it's... Oh, wait, it doesn't drop speed because he has the Clear Amulet. Does just Draining Kiss because he knows I have the Wide Guard. But now he's going to take a Headlong Rush here. Which only does 50%. I thought it was going to do so much more. So now this Gastrodon probably has Ice Beam. Icy Wind. Which does knock out Tornadus, doesn't knock out Torterra, though. My Tailwind does peter out here. I kind of wish I would have Bullet Seeded now. Because this does just kind of really put us in a pickle. You know what? No. Let's bring out our Raging Bolt. I will Thunderclap into the Calyrex. And then we just Bullet Seed this Gastrodon. We just Bullet Seed the Gastrodon. We should still have speed because we Icy Winded their Gastrodon already. Calyrex is going to protect, that's fine. I'm 100% okay with that. We Thunderclap. But it fails. And then we hit the Bullet Seed on the Gastro. And we Gucci Gang. Alright. Gastrodon faints. Rain stops. Perfect, because then our Kyogre can come in and set up the rain. Here comes the Electro Furia. And it is Terra. I'm gonna Terra mine. Because I don't want to be sad. And then I'm just gonna headlong into their Raging Bolt. If they try to like get around my Thunderclap and try to like kill my Raging Bolt, then it'll be a bad time for them. Okay, they just let me KO their Calyrex here. Then their Raging Bolt probably goes for a Dragon type move on my Torterra. Snarls! Oh, Torterra dies. Ugh. And we get the special attack drop, which isn't the best thing. And now we have a Kyogre versus their Raging Bolt. And my Raging Bolt is out, obviously. What to do, what to do. I'm going to Electro Web this turn and Protect. I think he's going to try and take out my Kyogre, because my Kyogre poses the biggest threat to him right now. So he Thunderclaps me. There's the Thunderclap into the Kyogre. Electro Web. So now their Raging Bolt is for sure slower than mine. Critical hit. It does still have the Thunderclap priority. I didn't boost all my stuffs. But I'm going to drop a Draco on him, and I'm going to go for the double, I think. Like, I have to try and make him continuously try to Thunderclap. I get the double protect, so even if he, like, tried to predict that. Okay, he's going to Thunderclap. Perfect. Now I get a free Draco Meteor off on him. Which does absolutely nothing. To keep Dracoing. Honestly, in this position, I just kind of have to make a guess as to when he's going to not Thunderclap, and I think it's this turn. I'm going to try and think it's this turn. He's Thunderclaps. Oh. I live it, though. If I would have Ice Beam, this probably would have been better. I don't know. Water Spout's still going to be pretty strong. Okay. Draco Meteor. Doesn't get the KO. I just double attack here, though. Because if he thinks I'm going to protect, then we catch him with the Water Spout. Did he Thunderclap me again? Wow. I mean, good on ya. I full-on could have protected there. Okay, but I win. I should 100% win now. Against Thunderclap. I wonder if they were choice... Well, no, because I would think if they were choice specs, then they would have killed Kyogre in one hit. But Raging Bolt pulling it out there. Yeah, I think if they were choice specs, they would have just killed my Kyogre in one hit. Because I don't have any defense investments. Unless they can't? Let's look up something quick. Because I know the damage calcs were kind of close on Raging Bolt against Kyogre. Let's see. Raging Bolt already put in there. Thunderclap. Go Kyogre. Blank set because I don't have any defensive investment. I might have like 4 in Spadev or 4 in HP. I forget which one I put in. I'll put it in Spadev. So Thunderclap from a max modest a Raging Bolt does 58 to 69. Which I think is about how much it did. I think it got on the higher end of that. Let's go choice specs. Yeah, Thunderclap would have done more than it did if it was choice specs, fully invested, and had a chance to KO. So I don't think it was choiced. Because it wasn't Choice Scarf, I can tell you that much, because I was outspeeding it. Or I outsped it with my Thunderclap. And usually if you're Choice Scarf, you're going to be investing more than 12 points. And, like, I got the Icy Wind off on it, but that would have just negated... That's why I'm saying it would have invested more speed, because the Icy Wind would have just negated the Choice Scarf. So I don't know. They might have just been over it at that point, just clicking Thunderclap. I don't know. But, yeah, they weren't going to try to play mind games. They were just Thunderclapping the rest of the game. So, yeah, we'll be back with the next battle in just a moment. Thinking back on it, my opponent did switch moves because they went for Snarl first and then Thunderclap. So, yeah, again, might have just been over it. Okay, this team looks scary. Speaking of scary, Clefairy. There were actually quite a few Clefairies at the Los Angeles Regionals this last weekend, but my opponent does have Miraidon, Clefairy, Incineroar, Comfey, Urshifu, and Zapdos. Very interesting. I want Torterra here. I think I just go Torterra, Clefairy. Torterra, Clefairy. Or do I? Can you withdraw, please? Thank you. I'm going to go Kyogre, Tornadus. Clefairy, Torterra. Yeah. I like that. So, like, if they lead Incineroar, I just protect Kyogre on the first turn and Tailwind. If they lead, like, Miraidon and Clefairy, I just protect Kyogre and Tailwind. It's a lot of protect Kyogre Tailwind turn 1 if that's what ends up needing to happen. Look at that Breloom. Look at that Brelouche sitting in the corner there. Alright. Let's see what they lead with. Incineroar, Zapdos. Alright, so they're going to go for Fake Out Tailwind here, I'm sure. But I can also just protect Tailwind and be fine. In the following turn, just drop the Water Spout on whatever is in. So I'll Tailwind here. I only protect Kyogre because I don't want to get faked out Thunderbolted if my opponent's like just really going for it. Fake out into the Kyogre. Okay. And that just saves us a little extra HP for our Water Spout here. Tornadus gets its Tailwind off. Zapdos goes for the Eerie Impulse. All right. Now, does my opponent Terra their Zapdos is the question. I'm going to go for the Stellar Water Spout. And I'm going to Bleak Wind Storm just in case the Zapdos goes for like a Water Terra to try and live the Water Spout. I'm going to withdraw the Incineroar. Somebody's coming in on a Water Spout. Clefairy. Okay. Clefairy might actually live this, depending on how it's built. Actually, I don't know that they can. I don't know that even full special defense Clefairy can live this. There's a lot of boost to a Water Spout. We do see the Terra from the Zapdos. I assume it was Water Terra. But even then, this is going to hurt. Dark Terra. What do you think? I'm going to taunt you, boy? No, now you're just taking... If you live the Water Spout, you're taking full damage from Bleak Wind is what's happening here. Oh, wait, sorry. I go first. So you take full damage from Bleak Wind, and then you get Water Spouted. I mean, not full damage because the Clefairy does a Friend Guard, but you know what I mean. Double KO. So it loses his Terra and gets Water Spouted. Knocks out Clefairy, which is his redirect. So he can bring in Incineroar here and try and fake out the Kyogre this following turn, but I just protect Kyogre again. I assume it's Miraidon is the other Pokemon in the back. Incineroar, the sociable. He out here talking. He out here at Ice Cream Socials, speaking with the neighbors, getting to know him. The Paldea Champion, I assume is a Miraidon. It's Master Ball, yeah, it's Miraidon. The Hadron Engine. So this Miraidon has to stay as a Dragon, like, Electric type. I've only used one turn of Tailwind so far. So this will be turn 2, and the next turn will be our last turn. So I just full on protect Kyogre, and we go for the Icy Wind to try and drop this Miraidon speed, so it can't snake its way out of getting water spouted. Fake out into the Kyogre. Again, it wouldn't matter if it went to the Tornadus because we have the Covert Cloak, which stops secondary effects of attacks, so it would stop the flinch. And that's a lot of damage on this Miraidon, because it's super... Actually, we crit the Miraidon. That's crazy. Speed drop now for both Pokemon. And then Miraidon has a weakness policy on it. Uh-oh! That's kind of scary. Scary and a cool tech that I haven't seen on a Miraidon before. Gonna Electro Drift into my Tornadus. This is fine. Honestly, 100% fine, because that means I can bring a Torterra now. Which just ensures that we KO the Miraidon here this next turn. Because Incineroar is not living a Water Spout 100% of the time. And if this Miraidon has like a Protect or something, we'll be fine. So Water Spout, and then Headlong into the Miraidon. There's a Water Spout, no Protects. Miraidon does live it, so it has a chance to knock out a Pokemon. I assume it's going to go after the Kyogre. No, Torterra outspeeds it. So, I mean, we're in Tailwind. We're in Tailwind, so our speed is doubled, and its speed is reduced by the Icy Wind, so I guess that makes sense. Like, the Torterra speed tier is messing me up so much, because it's such a weird speed tier. And then my opponents just have, like, weird speed sometimes, too. But, yeah, I mean, I call that a successful session video. 3 wins right in a row. Should get us to... Let's see where it gets us to. It should get us to the next tier of Great Ball, maybe. Let's quit battling quick. Let's see. It barely gave us anything. It gave us such a big boost in between the last two, but it gave us barely anything there. So I'm gonna try to get us. We're gonna try to get to Ultra Ball in between sessions. I don't know. We'll see, because there's only one tier for Ultra Ball until Master Ball. So we'll see. Maybe I'll rank out of Great Ball in between sessions. Maybe I won't. But yeah, I would say this was a successful switch up for our team. The instant improvement of Kyogre having Water Spout over Origin Pulse. I still think maybe we switch it back to Water Terra. Which I have other Kyogres in my Pokebank, so I might just go grab one of those instead of trying to farm Water Terras or Terra Shards. But yeah, the Water Spout change is so good for this team. And even Raging Bolt kind of brought... I'm going to full on say Raging Bolt was also a huge improvement to this team for the one battle it did show up in, which Flare Main already wasn't showing up in a ton of battles, and then was just kind of piddling around the battles it was in. Maybe it was the spread I had on the Flare Main, but I think the Raging Bolt really helped. I don't know, that battle is weird enough where I don't know if Flutter Mane would have made a stark difference to Raging Bolt or not. And who's to say? But I like it so far. So we're going to continue to try and use it, see if it's good. But yeah, that's all for this episode, guys. Again, if you want to make any suggestions for the team down in the comment section below, you can. Or if there's any Pokemon you want to see on future teams. Because once I do get the Master Ball tier, I'm going to switch teams out. And then we'll just do like a couple sessions per team. Yeah, we'll see. But thank you guys so much for joining us today, and we will see you next time. Have a good night, everybody.